Welcome to the latest edition of International Tax News. I'm Doug McHoney, PwC's International Tax Services Global Leader. In this edition, we cover a few tax updates from around the world, including my favorite topic, Pillar 2. If you would like to go in-depth on similar topics, check out the Cross-Border Tax Talks podcast, in video on YouTube or in audio wherever you find your podcasts. Following extensive consultations with stakeholders, Hong Kong tax policymakers gazetted the bill that refines the existing foreign source income exemption, or FSIE regime, by expanding the scope of assets in relation to foreign source disposal gains to cover assets other than equity interests. The refinements are proposed to apply to disposal gains accrued and received by covered taxpayers on or after January 1st, 2024. Canada's Revenue Agency, or CRA, has designated its first set of transactions under the recently enacted Notifiable Transactions regime, which forms part of Canada's enhanced mandatory disclosure rules. The CRA also issued updated guidance for these mandatory disclosure regimes, including for the transition rules. With the CRA's publication of its first set of designated transactions, the final element of Canada's three-part MDR regime is now in place. Taxpayers, advisors, and promoters may need to file information returns in respect of notifiable transactions as early as January 30th, 2024. On to Pillar 2. In October, the Hungarian Ministry of Finance published Pillar 2 draft legislation, which closely aligns with the OECD model rules, commentary, and administrative guidance published thus far. On November 10th, Liechtenstein's parliament approved the Globe tax law introducing Pillar 2 into local law, but remained flexible on the effective date. So the Globe law could become effective on January 1st, 2024, or the government could decide to make it effective in 2025. And finally, the Cyprus Ministry of Finance on October 30th announced that Cyprus consents to the Pillar 2 QDMTT and transitional UTPR safe harbors. Thank you for reading PwC's International Tax News. I look forward to speaking with you again or on the next episode of the Cross-Border Tax Talks podcast.